New spiderweb video just dropped. You already know this intro is about to be fire. Let's check this out. Hey everybody, welcome back to the spiderweb. Today we're going to do something a little crazy. We're going to try to rank up to SSL using no mechanics at all so you can see the right way to play the game.
Okay.
Now when I say no mechanics, I mean literally nothing. We're not going to aerial. We're not going to power slide cut. We're not even going to use boost. Okay, we are
damn! I gotta see this. Okay,
other than driving in order to complete this challenge. Because the thing of it is, all you have to do to rank up in this game is rotate. That's literally it.
Okay, just
Once
rotate.
You get that
Got
down,
it.
ranking up in this game is super easy. And honestly, if you can't do this stuff, like you might actually be stupid, bro. Like I'm not sure I can even help you. Like you might be actually dumb. It can't be easier to play this game and rank up. I really can't understand why you're struggling, to be honest with you. Like, it might actually be a personal problem. Like, if you...
Bro, what is this guy talking
just
about?
rotate properly and you're not instantly winning the game, like, you might want to consult a doctor or go back to school or figure out something wrong with your life. I honestly think I could put my controller down and get to GC just by mentally channeling game sense to my teammates. So, if you're ready to watch how easy it is and see how bad you are at the game, let's jump into the content. Rotating is an extremely important concept to understand in Rocket League, and you want to get better at playing Rocket League, or maybe you just find this content entertaining. But what exactly does it mean to rotate? We're going to be diving into some pretty interesting concepts in this video, but for now, if you're a brand new player to the game, just know that rotation essentially means that your team is going to be taking turns challenging or attacking the ball. Mainly, if you're on defense, you're going to challenge the ball, grab boost, circle behind to get in position behind your teammates so that you can do it over again. The same general motion is going to apply for offense as well, as you're going to make your attack on the net and then circle behind your team. I'm not going to get too deep into the weeds on the minor details of rotations in this video, mainly because I already have 2 videos that explain it pretty in depth in this channel, and I don't want to double dip on those concepts. But if you're interested in learning more about that, the links to those videos are in the description below. If you're a Platinum, Diamond, or Champ player, I'm sure you're familiar with these basic concepts of rotation, but something just feels off about it. It doesn't feel like it's fully developed. Take this high-ranked game as an example with SSLs. This wouldn't be a circular rotation. What makes this play correct? Or this instructional video from a player trying to demonstrate how to rank up without using mechanics. This isn't rotating at all. Is this how you're supposed to play if you're lower ranks? There's also some conflicting information on how exactly you're supposed to rotate. Offensively, some people believe in a 1-2-3 method, and some people believe in a passer-shooter support method. On defense, we could have a nice circular motion to control one half of the field, but what happens when the ball goes over the net? What happens when it hits the backboard? Do we flop our circle? Do we cut our rotations? How does a newer player get through this mess and still learn how to play the game the right way? By subscribing to the spiderweb, of course. But in all seriousness, I hope you find this content mutually beneficial, and I would appreciate your subscription. Many of you are not aware of this, but my great-grandfather was a popular YouTuber back in the day. And I know what you're thinking, Rocket League wasn't even around back then. But his channel was entirely dedicated to his stamp collections. He was able to amass 69,420 subscribers back in his day. I realize this is a lofty goal, but it would be my dream to be the greatest YouTuber in my family, so your subscription goes a long way towards that. Anyway, back to rotation. First, I think it's important to understand why we need to move around the field. There's a reason we don't designate a player to just sit in goal the whole time, unless you're playing in a gold lobby. The first one is we need boost. Boost is a big part of Rocket League. It can often be the determining factor on whether you get scored on or whether you score. Collecting boost is one of the main reasons we need to stay active and should be a high priority when you're off the ball. Number 2 is we need to support our teammates. As the position changes, so do the weaknesses and the threats. Being proactive and anticipating plays by being in the right spot can really do wonders to help your offense and your defense. Number 3, we need to score. Especially at higher levels, goals are often a result of a slow wear down of the defense, cracking them open inch by inch until they eventually collapse. This is not possible without constant movement. With these 3 things in mind, I actually think the Rocket League community could benefit by getting rid of the word rotation and replacing it with a different word. It's kind of close to what we need to do, but it's not always optimal in every situation. I think a better way to describe what you're doing is actually repositioning, not rotating. Here's how you can simplify it in your games, and maybe this helps you make better decisions about your positioning on the field. Let's say you're playing threes and you just made your attack on the play and the ball is behind you. What should you do? Well, are you supporting your teammates from this position? Do you have any boost? Are you about to score or prevent a goal from occurring against your own net? When we ask ourselves these questions, it's obvious that our position is no longer of value to our team. So we need to reposition to add value again in some way. What path could I take to collect boost? How could I help support whatever my teammates do next? How can I be in a position to score or prevent a goal? That's the path and the position we need to aim for as our next destination. Take the example we saw earlier with the instructional content. He's not diving into the play because his position adds value to the team, and there's no need to reposition since we're already adding value in some way. Starting to make a little bit more sense? It's also why you'll sometimes see a higher rated player hanging up the field in situations where you might be thinking you would rotate in that situation. There's no threat to their own net, and they add value to the offensive attack if a teammate can pass them the ball. This is a classic example of why rotation doesn't explain what we need to do. We need to position ourselves to add value to our team in some way. And if we're already in a beneficial position, we don't need to re-improve it. If you find yourself constantly under the ball in awkward situations or just generally not feeling useful, there's likely a moment in the previous 3 to 5 seconds where you could have worked harder to improve your position. I often find that lower rated players pay too much attention to the ball and staying active on the ball when they could afford to reposition themselves and have a much stronger attack. You may also be feeling a little bit frustrated that your teammates are constantly the ones on the attack and always hitting the ball away from you. Or maybe worse, maybe they're hitting you away from the ball. My best advice here is to remember what your end goal is. If you want to win, be the teammate that tries to help your team win no matter what, and don't make it about you. Just take each individual situation as it comes and focus how you can best help your team in each moment, regardless of the way that they're playing. Now, if you're trying to post clips, rev that engine and don't give a fuck about your teammates. Is there anything more that you think I should cover about this topic, or does that pretty much sum it up? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching. See you next time.